Hi guys, today I'm back with week number 15 for my project life of 2015, and this is the fourth week in Hannah and my process life or project life process video collection series. And what we're doing is we are using mixed media on our project life pages, and if you have not already seen the previous 3 weeks, you can check back both of our YouTube channels and you can catch up on the previous 3 weeks. And I will link Hannah's channel below so you guys can get to the current video and the videos from the past. So this week what I am basically focusing on is using my modeling paste, and this is the light modeling paste from, I showed it earlier, it is from, I can't think of the name of the brand. Liquitex, that's what it is. So Liquitex, there it is again. And this light modeling paste is much more translucent. It's not quite as opaque as the heavier modeling paste. And I actually think I like the heavier modeling paste a little bit better for that reason. I guess if both of them have their good points and their bad points. So I don't know, after using this on this layout, I think I like the more opaque version better, but I do like the more lighter fluffiness of this particular one. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I think I still prefer the opaque one best. So here I just am showing you how I am using that Tim Holtz stencil, which I showed the name of the stencil a little bit earlier, and I'm just pushing that texture paste through the stencil and onto the cards, and I'm just doing it various different ways. The first one I just used the overall stencil and taped it off so I had a nice little border. The second time I just put it on the heart only, and then this time I'm just putting it in the bottom left and the top right corners. And that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing as far as mixed media on this. And what I'm doing on this layout too is there's only a one-page spread this time. I didn't have quite as many pictures this week, so it is a little bit shorter video. And I'm actually doing a lot more embellishing on the photos than I have done in the past. Normally I have more filler cards and blank cards, so I do a lot of the embellishing on those. But because I didn't have that, I thought what I would do this time is just embellish the pictures a little bit more. A lot of the pictures using the Collect app, that's the app that gives us this Polaroid look. A lot of the pictures this time don't have a whole lot of journaling, so I have a little bit more space to add a little bit more detail and embellishments and things. So on this one I just added that tape, and I apologize, I don't know the brand of the tape. I got it in one of those, when someone was selling a bunch of stuff and I just got a big bucket full of their stuff, so I don't have the brand on it. It's in like a little tape dispenser. I think you saw that a little bit ago. So I'm just cutting out the words that I like, and I added a fishtail to this one, and then I'm using this My Mind's Eye chipboard little button and adding some black and white baker's twine through that. And that one's going to do that card. The next one I'm going to be using more of that washi tape, and I'm just going to use some more words here, and I'm going to flag this end as well, and then I'm going to get the Tim Holtz, what is it called, the like sticker sheets that have the little phrases, and I'm going to cut one of those and a fishtail as well and add that to the picture, just to add a little more texture. I really like these little quote books. I really recommend getting them. They're perfect for project life. I think they'd work really well in traditional scrapbooking too. I just haven't used them too much in that. Project life, they're absolutely perfect. And I believe I got both this set here that has like more of the quotes, and then I have another one that has more just simple words. I believe I got them both at Hobby Lobby, and if not, one of them may have came from Michael's. But you should be able to get them both from Hobby Lobby. I know I've seen them both there. So here, like I said, I'm just picking a little fishtail on that to match the little washi tape today. And then I'm going to add here a little the enamel dot that's gold sparklies, and I got that from Michael's as well. So there's a close-up, and it just says today be original. Next I'm going to be doing this little card here. This is just one of my scrapbooking pages in progress. I think you guys have already seen this one if you watched my 12x12 process videos. This is just a picture of my daughter at her birthday, and for this one I'm just going to be adding this documented label and adding the date to it. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, and I have quite a bit of these labels left from Scraptastic This Life Noted kit that I received, so I want to start using them up. And the stamp that I'm using is just a plain office roller date stamp. I believe I got it either from like Office Max or Office Depot if you guys are interested. I like it because the font's relatively tiny, and so it fit really nicely on this little sticker, whereas some of the other roller date stamps are just a little bit bigger font. And then I just added that little whites, the kind of opaly color sparkly enamel dot. On this one I'm just going to add more of these chipboard stickers here from that My Mind's Eye collection, and I'm just wrapping it with twine to give it a little more added texture and detail. And I'm going to try to tie this little twine in a knot. This is what I get for using little pieces of scrap that are left over. So instead of tying it in a bow, because it's just not going to work, I'm just going to trim it off and tie it just in a simple knot, because it's just too tiny. It just ain't going to work. And I think I showed a little bit earlier, but that tweezers that you see on the right hand side, those are those cutter bee tweezers, and I love them. And I had the black and white or black and yellow pair, and I completely lost them. I have no idea what happened to them, and I've been lost ever since. And so I decided to splurge at Hobby Lobby since it's been about a month and I haven't been able to find them. I splurged and used my 40% off coupon and just ended up getting them, and I love them, and I'm so glad I have them back, because sometimes your fingers are just too fat to get those embellishments on nicely and be able to see what you're doing. So that is perfect. So I'm just going to add that date tape there, and then that enamel dot in the flag at the top right, and that one's done. Next, I'm going to be adding a little bit of this vellum piece. This is from a Maggie Holmes vellum ephemera pack. Just adding that for a little extra color, and it matches the colors that are in some of the flowers in the cards. I'm using my Xyron adhesive maker or sticker maker, and I have repositionable adhesive in that, and then that's just going to be a base for some of the other pieces. And I'm going to add this little greenish blue bingo chip, and instead of using my Xyron adhesive, I'm just going to staple it down with my tiny attacher. And I still have the gold staples in. If you watched my video last week, I colored my staples gold so it would match the colors in the kit. So I just kept using that. I like the color. And I'm just going to be trimming out this noted tape as well and adding it on. And then I felt like it looked a little bit of blank in the right hand side. So I'm actually going to get another one of my roller date stamps out and add a little sentiment, which is going to say here and there. And using my StazOn ink, because that vellum is a kind of a slick surface, I just always use my StazOn. I think it gives a better impression. This, it kind of smeared slightly because it is a bit slick, but then it actually stays on and it doesn't smear after it dries. So that's why I picked the StazOn ink. So here's the next card. I am going to fiddle with this a little bit, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm just going to put LOL in the top right hand corner with a little gold enamel dot. Again, those enamel dots came from Michaels. It's one of the Recollections brands, so they're good because they usually have those Michaels Recollection brand stickers and embellishments on sale quite a bit. So you can usually get them for a pretty good price, and that's nice. So I'm putting LOL because I went to a scrapbooking crop, and I am usually always the first one there. And they always make fun of me for being there, and they always sleep in because it's the one day they can sleep in. So my friend got there early, and she thought it would be funny if she took a picture saying, "Ha ha, I'm here before you." And so that's what they sent me on my way to the scrapbooking crop. So it was kind of cute. And those stickers, I believe, are just basic gray. They came in a Studio Calico Project Life kit from time ago. This one is going to be my title card, and I'm going to use that piece of calendar paper and these stickers for the week, and it's just the Lindsay font from American Crafts, and it's kind of a dull gold color, and I really thought it was pretty, and I like that on this layout. This piece of calendar was from an old sticker sheet that I've had for a while. I'm not sure what brand it is, and I'm going to try to put down this little flower here, but I'm going to end up not using it. I thought it blended in too much with that background because the background is rather busy. So you're going to see me stick it down, and then I'm going to change my mind. But first I'm going to try to put these letter stickers down and see kind of how I want it positioned. And it's week 15, so I'm going to first do it staggered like this, but I'm going to find that having it all in one line just looks a little bit better. So you'll see me moving it around a little bit and messing with it. Here's where I stick that flower down, and I put the numbers on top of it, and I kind of like how it looks like looking at it now, but I don't know, it just blends in just a little too much, so I figured I'd just save that for someplace else, and I'm going to actually use it on a different card. So I kind of like that, but I still think it needs a little bit more, so I'm going to add more of this washi tape, putting it in another banner shape, and then I'm going to add another one of those Tim Holtz quotes to here to finish it off, and it's going to tie the black from the other places in the layout to up here. And that's why I'm kind of using this black font. I thought because of this black card with the black background with the flowers on it, we needed some black throughout the rest of the layout. So I used that in two different places. And here I'm just trimming it down a little bit. I thought it was just a little bit long, and I'm just going to glue that straight down underneath that tape. And then I'm going to put my week word back, my week 15 back up on top. And then I'll end up gluing that down with my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and I'm just using it with the fine liner bottle. So you can see there, that's the fine liner standard tip, and I think the standard tip is one of the better tips. The other one, that's the more blue bottle, has a finer tip, and I don't think it would work quite as well with the Scotch Quick Dry. And I think this one probably works best. And that's kind of what I've seen on a lot of other YouTube videos and stuff, that people complain probably more about the blue bottle than the yellow. I haven't had a whole lot of problems with the yellow bottle at all. If it does get stuck, I just take the little other pin that goes in the cap, and I just kind of go up and down a couple times, and then it clears any clogs, and then it starts flowing again really nicely. Here I'm going to add a yellow button on. That yellow is going to tie it in with the rest of the layout, and I'm going to use some more of that baker's twine, again, to bring that across the different pages of the layout. And I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but my dog is squeaking his squeaky toy. He's in the background squeaking, of course. He would be doing that while I'm talking to you guys. Oh, I think he stopped. So anyway, back to the layout. I'm going to glue this button down, and I had to take the glue dot off that was on there that came from the packaging. I just took that off so I could string the thread through, and then I just add some more glue dots back on to affix this to the card. Because it has that texture paste on it, the glue dots are going to stick a lot better than either a liquid glue or my tape runner, so that's why I opted for the glue dots. Here I'm going to pretty up this other card that I put the texture paste on, just the heart. I'm going to add this Always vellum. This is from one of the Maggie Holmes kits, or ephemera packs. I think it's Maggie Holmes. Yeah, I think it's crepe paper. I got this in a Scraptastic kit as well, one of the regular 12 by 12 kits. And then I'm adding that little asterisk that is the same font that is from the stickers sheet, and I'm just bringing that across the page. And then I'm going to pull out a quote also from the Tim Holtz, and this time I'm going to use white. I thought the black would be a little too dark on this. So this says, "Do what you love, love what you do," and I thought that was just a good general statement for a week in the life of us. So there's a close-up. And I think we're getting pretty much to the end. I think we have about 2 or 3 more cards, and then we're done. So here's that last card that I put the modeling paste in the top right and the bottom left. I'm just adding this vellum piece on with some staples, those gold staples. I just put them in the yellow part of the leaves, and I'm just going to use this card for some journaling, and it's kind of a weekend review card. And then after this, I'm going to do one more journaling card, and that pretty much wraps it up. So make sure you guys check out Hannah's video on her channel, Hannah Lemieux. I'll put her channel link below. We're having a great time doing this. Right now, I think this might be the last in the series. We may do more as the months progress, but we have a new venture going on at the Crafty Maven Getaway channel that's going to be launching this coming Sunday, so we're really, really excited about that. So because that is all going on, we're probably going to take at least a break from this, but we will see if we start this back up again. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up below if you liked the video, and then don't forget to check out Hannah's video. Have a great day. Bye-bye, guys.